Now at 11, with the school year winding down, the steps some districts are taking to keep kids on track through the summer and the advice for parents on setting the right tone.
A concerning trend in New Hampshire's two largest cities. Opioid overdoses now on the rise.
What health officials say is behind the uptick and the help for those battling addiction.
Showers for some tonight as a weak system moves on through. When we get the sun back this weekend and temperatures start to climb.
A story you have to see to believe.
I just got hit by, it felt like a Mack truck, and everything went black.
A New Englander explaining how he ended up in the mouth of a humpback whale and lived to tell about it.
No one covers New Hampshire like we do. WMUR News 9 Tonight starts now.
The New Hampshire State House plans to reopen to the public Monday after being closed for nearly 15 months during the pandemic. Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us. I'm Mike Cherry.
And I'm Monica Hernandez. The governor's state of emergency ends at midnight tonight, and because of that, the public will once again be able to attend committee meetings in person at the State House and Senate. Room capacity will be limited, so remote access will still be provided.
And tonight, DHHS reporting 44 new COVID cases and 0 new deaths. 338 cases remain active, 30 people are hospitalized, and more than 60% of the state has gotten at least one dose of a COVID vaccine so far. Nearly 700,000 people in the state are fully vaccinated.
As the state scales back its COVID-19 response, the two biggest city health departments tonight say they are continuing their push to vaccinate. Manchester and Nashua have borne the brunt of the COVID-19 pandemic in New Hampshire, and their respective health departments are still front and center after more than a year in the battle against the virus.
We will continue to provide vaccination clinics at pop-up clinics in the community, as well as at some scheduled clinics at sites. For instance, at Elm Street Middle School on Tuesday afternoons.
We're also doing a lot of mobile clinics. We have opened up the health department on Mondays and Wednesdays for anybody who wants to walk up without an appointment to get vaccinated.
Nashua is already offering its own vaccine incentives, Dunkin' Donuts gift cards to anyone who wants a shot or brings a friend to get a shot.
Some local school districts are planning to stay connected with their students this summer to help them cope after the past year. And tonight, a psychotherapist has advice for parents on what to do and not to do to help children with anxiety. WMUR's Gene Mackin reports.
There won't be the traditional summer vacation in some districts. Instead, schools plan to keep students engaged to help them deal with any anxiety. Gene Mackin, WMUR News 9.
We are following breaking news out of Bedford right now. The state police bomb squad detonating some sort of package in the parking lot of a Circle K on Technology Drive. You heard that loud explosion there. This is a video from a short time ago. Bedford police and state police not releasing many details at this hour. We will bring you any new information as soon as we get it. In our State of Addiction coverage tonight, the Hinsdale Police Chief warning the community about deadly batches of drugs in the area. He says a few weeks ago, 4 people overdosed on fentanyl at a Walmart, and this afternoon, 2 officers experienced a medical emergency when they came into contact with drugs while searching a car. They were both taken to the hospital and have since been released.
A concerning trend is returning in New Hampshire's 2 largest cities. After a year of low numbers during the pandemic, overdoses are beginning to rise. WMUR's Mike Cronin is in Manchester with a closer look at the numbers from May.
Manchester's Safe Station saw some of its lowest numbers at the start of the year, but health officials say that's changing quickly, with about 80 people coming here last month to look for addiction help. In a positive trend, Narcan use set a record last month in the Queen City. Officials say more people now have access to the life-saving overdose reversal drug. In Manchester, Mike Cronin, WMUR News 9.
New details tonight about the man charged with murdering his wife in their Concord home last month. According to court paperwork, 77-year-old Philip Couture strangled his wife with a belt. The affidavit says their daughter went to the store and returned to find her mother, then was also attacked by her father. She was able to get away and call police. Those court documents say she did tell police Couture has Alzheimer's disease.
A tractor-trailer crash in Chesterfield is under investigation tonight. This is what state police found on Route 9 last night at the intersection of Locust Lane. 2 tractor-trailers badly damaged. You can see them right there. Investigators say one was backing into a driveway when the other collided with it. One of the drivers had to be airlifted to the hospital. The other was not hurt. And in Gorham, a tractor trailer carrying wood chips crashed with another vehicle. You can see the aftermath there. It happened this afternoon on Route 16 at the intersection with Stony Brook Road. The road was down to one lane for several hours while crews cleaned up that mess. No word tonight on any injuries.
Tonight, a Cape Cod lobster diver is recovering from injuries after getting caught in the mouth of a humpback whale.
It is an incredible story. David Bienick from our sister station, WCVB, spoke with the man. He reports from Wellfleet tonight.
He was trying to get me out.
Still in scrubs from his trip to the hospital, Michael Packard has pains in his legs and a story of biblical proportions. In Wellfleet, Massachusetts, David Bienick, WMUR News 9.
I'll say playing the lottery after that, definitely not a bad idea. That's incredible.
Yeah, Mike, I got to ask you, at what point would you have said, this is not going to end well?
Quite a tale,
I don't know, but
right?
I just want to know, do we have those lottery numbers?
We got to get on this, right?
We really do.
What are we doing?
Oh, man.
Just imagine if he wins, if they all win.
It'd be overwhelming.
We're going to win tomorrow. Okay. Mr. Whale of a Tail over there, Mike Cherry. This is our rain. Not a whole lot of it, but does it exit in time for the upcoming weekend? We're going to take a look at that and let you know what follows for Saturday and Sunday coming up.
Also coming up on News 9, a fight to cast the first ballot. A new Nevada law posing a challenge to New Hampshire's first-in-the-nation status.
And taking divisive concepts in the proposed state budget to task, why members of the LEAC Commission feel their voices are falling on deaf ears in the capital city.
Plus, ensuring summer fun and summer safety go hand in hand. The plans by law enforcement to monitor popular tourist attractions.
Welcome back. The governor of Nevada has signed a law that would make that state the first to vote in the 2024 presidential primaries. The law switches that state from a caucus to a primary and then requires the primary to be held on the first Tuesday in February during an election year. The primary dates are controlled by the parties, not the states. And New Hampshire officials have said they will fight to hold on to the first-in-the-nation status. And you can read more about it on John DeStaso's primary source page on WMUR.com and our free mobile app. More than $2 billion in military funds set aside to build a wall on the U.S.-Mexico border are being returned. The White House says the money will go back to the Pentagon to be used for military projects like on-base schools, housing, and facilities. President Biden paused the border project back in January and called for a review of its funds. Since then, the White House has also canceled all contracts connected to the wall construction.
Well, tonight, some members of the Governor's Commission on Law Enforcement Accountability, Community, and Transparency are reacting to the state attorney general's rejection of their request to hold a formal emergency meeting. They want to discuss and vote on whether to oppose the controversial divisive concepts provisions in the proposed state budget.
It's disappointing that we're not even able to have the discussion.
James McKim of the Manchester NAACP is among the members of the Governor's Commission on Law Enforcement Accountability, Community, and Transparency.
Our request for comment from the governor's office received no response.
Businesses in New Hampshire are hoping for a big rebound summer as coronavirus rules have been relaxed in the state. Local and state law enforcement gathering Friday at Hampton Beach to talk about the plans they have to handle crowds. Motorcycles are already heading up to the Lakes region for the annual Laconia rally, and officials say plans are in place to make things safe.
We want people to feel safe when they come to Hampton Beach. Throughout this summer, you will see increased patrols. You will see officers on the street, strictly enforcing the laws of New Hampshire.
Officials remind you, if you are heading to the mountains or going out on a boat, always tell someone where you're going and when you plan to return.
America's national parks seeing a record-setting number of visitors after more than a year of COVID travel restrictions. Last month, more than 658,000 people visited Yellowstone National Park, the most visitors it had ever recorded for the month of May. In Wyoming, Grand Teton also set a May record with 363,000 visitors last month. Park officials say the forecast calls for a very busy summer. Typically, the biggest crowds come in July and August. And the Boys and Girls Club Summer Fun program getting a big boost thanks to a $30,000 donation from Heritage Helps. This will let the club buy much needed supplies for their summer camps. Now, they do still need more supplies and you can help. See the full wish list and donate at WMUR.com and our mobile app, or you can drop off donations at the Concord Boys and Girls Club.
Now, Chief Meteorologist Mike Haddad with your Storm Watch 9 forecast.
Maybe a couple of thunderstorms before it dries out, quiets down Wednesday, Thursday. Thursday, warms back up during the day on Friday. Big question now, Code, did the Red Sox warm up in time to get a victory tonight?
Well, you'll have to stay tuned to find out. Not that people haven't been on the internet already, but anyway, coming up in sports, the Fisher Cats made it interesting in Portland, and then a former Fisher Cat made it interesting at Fenway. We'll show you all of the highlights from this game next. Among the classes of racing this weekend, the funny cars and the top fuel dragsters. And get this, the nitro fueled cars. They feature 11,000 horsepower. So that's kind of fun.
Yeah, you're going to need some big earplugs.
Yeah, seriously.
To drop that out.
Really loud.
All right, thanks so much, Malco. Up next, tell fans, this one is for you. Where and when you can ride a life-size Thomas the Tank Engine.
And we are recognizing Granite State grads from the class of 2021. Today we're honoring Christopher Scholes of Bedford High School. He is headed to Plymouth State University to study environmental science. Congratulations, Christopher. To give your 2021 graduate a shout out, upload a non-professional photo to our U Local Facebook group or email them to storyideas@WMUR.com. A Mattel branded theme park is going up in Glendale, Arizona.
Take my money. It will feature a Hot Wheels themed roller coaster and a life-size Thomas the Tank Engine passenger train. The park is being developed alongside a massive water park called Crystal Lagoons Island Resort, and it'll all open next year.
That looks like so much fun, Mike Haddad.
It does look like a lot of fun. You know, Thomas the Train was up at the Conway Scenic Railroad not too long back. I don't think they still do that, but have to head to Arizona now, right, to find it?
It's a fun ride, too.
Yeah. Hey, you know, in Arizona, they typically get a lot of dry weather, but they also have a monsoon season. We're in between tomorrow with some rain showers in southern New Hampshire, but they're gone by about 8 or 9 a.m. And the rest of the weekend, most of it looking good and warmer, and then a bit unsettled Sunday night through Tuesday. We do need the rain. We'll see what happens.
All right, thanks so much, Mike, and thank you so much for joining us for News 9 tonight at 11.
Jimmy Kimmel Live is next, followed by Nightline. Have a great night.